Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday night Team Pala Zoom call. This call is for us to connect, for us to learn, for us to grow, and discover, uncover some tools and some practices that can help us not only move our clients forward, but also can help us move forward to create a thriving business that can make a difference in people's lives. So welcome. It is Tuesday night, the 16th of June, and we are thrilled to be here. One of the things that we love best is having new health coaches on our team, and we have a new one this weekend, Michael. So I'm going to have you, Laura, introduce you. Welcome, Laura. We haven't really gotten to meet you much, Laura, and so I'm unmuting you now. So would you go in and introduce Michael? Tell us a little about yourself.
Happy to introduce Michael. 8 years ago, I met this man at the weakest point in my life, and through his consistent motivation and encouragement, I've become empowered and am the strongest, happiest, and most financially secure I've ever been. He lives the definition of a health coach, and I am proud to call him my boyfriend. Here's Michael Litton.
Well, that's nice. That's the nicest intro. Welcome, Michael.
Wow.
Oh, we can all hang up now.
Kind of brings tears. Yeah, that's it. What can I say after that? Susan, I have to ask you if I can have 3 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. So I have, thank you so much for that, Laura. The love of my life. So I have been in what is commonly called healthcare for almost 40 years. And at about the 20-year mark, I began calling it disease care. So I was very interested to see that you all call it sick care. And through the course of that tenure, I've been blessed and honored to represent a number of very cool, innovative therapies, technologies, solutions geared at either treating or preventing the complications of immobility, like bed sores, blood clots, lymphedema, sleep apnea, atelectasis and pneumonia, or products used by clinicians to care for these very, very difficult patients, these obese patients. So I've seen the face of obesity up close, but really about at arm's length until very recently, where it became very personal and came into my house. I rent my basement apartment, and for the last 2 years, I've been renting it to a very lovely lady named Barbara, who is morbidly obese. And Barbara came to me as a tenant with two comorbidities of obesity. Number one, lymphedema. Number two, sleep apnea. So every morning I would wake up and thank the Lord that something unfortunate did not happen to her, or God forbid she died. But recently, about 4 months ago, the inevitable happened. She fell and she broke her fibula. It was 7 hours before she could get to one of the phones in her apartment and call for help. She did not have a pendant. So you can only imagine the personal humiliation she felt not being able to get to the bathroom for 7 hours. They admitted her to North Fulton Regional Hospital, where, no surprise to Laura or I, she developed a bed sore. They discharged her from North Fulton and admitted her to subacute facility in Sandy Springs. No surprise to Laura or I, she developed a very, very large blood clot. So the ravages of obesity have hit me very personally. And unfortunately for this lovely woman, she is now not only trapped in this obese body and immobile, but she's also trapped in a disease care system that probably has her in the clutches of their jaws. And for anyone who's been in the system knows she may never get out of it alive, sadly. So I come to Take Shape for Life through helping these kind of people get healthy. And I want to leave a personal legacy of prevention for these folks. And I look forward to meeting you all in person, those that I haven't met. I look forward to getting to know you, but most importantly, I look forward to learning from you, gaining your wisdom so that I
Oh, you're breaking up, Michael. I think you froze. You got it? Good.
Oh,
You're back.
just went on mute.
Yeah. Okay. How'd that happen? I don't know. Can you repeat that last thing you just said? You look forward to meeting all of us and look forward to most of all.
Oh, most of all, getting to know you, meaning getting to know those of you that I haven't gotten to know, and then most importantly, gaining from your wisdom so that I can go out and be the best I can be and help prevent this from happening to anyone else.
Well,
So, and then with that,
said.
I said I turn the ball back over to you.
Well said, Michael. And I'm so grateful you're on this mission with us, because I know that with your passion and your experience and your wisdom, you're going to help a whole lot of people. So thank you so much for being with us. Okay, so speaking of wise people, one of my favorite people is Dr. Dee Garcia in the St. Louis area. And Dr. Dee has been one of my mentors. And she had a training in Chicago. And Kimberly lives in Chicago and went. And so she got to experience a training with Dee Garcia. And she was gracious enough to put it on her Facebook page. So she took notes, and her notes are fabulous. So there's a printout there. And I just wanted Kimberly to share with us a little bit about, some of the takeaways that she got. And so Kimberly, can you unmute yourself? And thank you so much for attending for us and bringing back Dee's wisdom to all of us.
Okay, did I do it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, some of the information you guys might have already heard 100 times, but if you haven't met Dee Garcia in person, she's amazing, like Susan said. And I'll just tell you a little bit about her. She was a leading breast cancer oncologist in the country, and she had been in her practice for about 27 years. And she started using Take Shape for Life to help her clients improve their health, because she kept finding that her clients were getting younger and younger, and that shocked her. And then there was a hospital buyout of their practice, and she was unhappy with that. So she retired and walked away from 450 patients and an $83 million practice. So then she began to focus on just healthcare and weight management, with Take Shape for Life as her full-time business. And I found her to be caring and compassionate and genuine, and she really is inspiring because she just wants to help everyone she comes in contact with. And physically, financially, she just wants to touch everyone she meets, and she's very inspiring that way. So some of the highlights, and a lot of this is on the Facebook page too. If you guys, you don't need to take notes, it should be all there. But 80% of medical diseases are due to weight and obesity issues: diabetes, heart disease, cancers, Alzheimer's, just to name a few. And 2/3 of adults are overweight, 1/3 of adults are obese, 1/5 of children are obese, 25 million are diabetic, and 79 million are pre-diabetic. And obesity leads to middle belly fat, which increases prostate and colon cancers. Obesity also causes estrogen dominance, which estrogen dominance is a precursor for breast and other cancers. And by reaching a healthy weight, you can actually reverse estrogen dominance and reduce risks of breast, uterine, and ovarian cancers. She touched base on the topic of the problem we have with people saying our meal replacements are processed, but being overweight is actually significantly more unhealthy than eating a balanced meal replacement, which has the proper nutrition. And with those meal replacements, we know it works and we can get weight off quickly and efficiently. Then she touched base on the soy topic, which I know I've had a few clients who have problems wrapping their head around the soy. But soy is actually a plant-based protein, and the healthiest nutrients come from fruits and vegetables. So the plant-based protein nutrition is the healthiest versus animal, which is high in saturated fat. So she said, don't listen to the internet where it gets a bad rap and the studies are really not accurate. And then on the Facebook page, there's also a link where Dr. A talks about that as well. And in that, he said our Medifast products are 95% pure soy. To go on about the soy, in Asia, where they consume more soy than anywhere else in the world, they are actually the healthiest. And in Asia, when women are diagnosed with breast cancer, they actually are given more soy as part of their recovery. And in a study, which is also on the Facebook page, the reoccurrence of breast cancer was lower and their survival rate was better for those that were actually given soy versus those who had soy removed from their diets. So soy doesn't cause breast cancer, in her opinion. Obesity does. And soy on the topic of thyroid is everyone should take their thyroid medicine on an empty stomach. That's how the body absorbs it. And you should wait 1 hour before you put anything else in your mouth. And after that hour, she thinks soy is fine, or any other food that you're going to use. And Dr. Garcia herself actually has an inactive thyroid and was eating meal replacements during the course of the day. So one thing I found fascinating was she had 3 bullet points that she shares just point blank every time she tells someone she's a health coach. I help people get healthy, I get people off medications, and I reverse and prevent diseases. In addition to that, she also upfront just says, I also teach, train, and support health coaches. So she always has that kind of at the forefront. Everyone can be a coach, everyone can be a client. It's just always out there. And she likes to say when she meets people, she asks them what they do. And she always says, do you love your job? And if they don't love their job, you know, there's an opening there for opportunity. And she has met and created some health coaches out of the most unusual circumstances, from an airplane to open houses. She just is always open and willing to invite anyone in to help with the health. Let's see what else here. She says not to tell people upfront about the entire program, to drip them, which we've all heard before. The client profile is really the key place to learn and listen, to find out what people really want out of their health and how to achieve it, and to really find out what they're in it for, what's their what for, and to immerse the clients into the habits of health as soon as we can. A fully integrated client is someone who desires to lose weight with a great program, a desire to learn the habits of health and create permanent change, and the desire to share their success and inspire others. For a fully integrated client, the health coach is the primary support and the glue. And our job is to lovingly guide, ask permission, may I suggest, chapter 3 in the Habits of Health, be supportive, and follow up with those clients. And this I found interesting because she has so many clients. She makes all of her calls on Monday from the course of 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And she has her clients text her their weight in the morning, and she calls those clients first. 1 week she'll start from A to Z. The next week she'll start Z to A. She leaves messages if she doesn't get a hold of them. After 3 weeks, if she heard back from them, on the 4th week she leaves them a release voicemail. She always keeps her calls brief 2 to 5 minutes. She asks how the week was. Do you have any concerns this week moving forward? Do you need my help with anything? And she always offers to listen to a support call, like, please listen to the support call this week. The nurse's call is about such and such, or the habits of health is on this. Very good topic for you to go through. And that's it. And then she's done. She doesn't take it personally when clients don't call her back. She says just move on and go to the next person who's willing to help, to get your help. And as coaches, we can never mess up because we're never done. She says she was an awful coach the first 2 years, and just get into action, be consistent, and get out of your head and into your heart to find those clients who really want your help. And it's our job never to judge or criticize. Our goal is to love and guide and support and show the awakening worth in others, which I found to be remarkable. And that's what Molly did with me. Thank you, Molly. So anyway, it was really a great day. So if we were closer, we could all go together, but maybe next time.
Absolutely, Kimberly, that was awesome. And I loved what you said. Well, one, the way that she postures herself, like she's very low key, she's very even, but she's very, knows what she knows her stuff. And then she's able to be easy with people. Like she never criticizes. She always is, I asked her once, I said, well, what if someone had a bad week? And she goes, well, that week's over. Let's go to this week. She never criticizes them. And I like what you said about that. She says, may I suggest reading? Sometimes I'll say, oh, read chapter 3. And she said, may I suggest reading chapter 3? Or I'll ask a question, would you like to, have some ideas on that? And asking those questions rather than telling them is a big key that in the coaching process. And then I love the in our habits of health, in our protocols, our protocols on the program, they have said, and nutrition support will say, if someone's taking a thyroid medication like Synthroid, to wait an hour to eat something and then wait 3 hours before a soy-based product. Every physician I know or work with does not hold to that. So that is something that's information that's out there that physicians don't believe. They think it's fine. I tell people that, and I have had clients that say, oh, I'm fine with it. And they lose weight, they're fine eating a soy product within an hour of their medication. The rationale for that is that they think something in soy interferes with the effectiveness of the medication. But that's obviously Dr. Garcia doesn't think that's the truth. That's something that we need to worry about. Does anyone have any questions for Kimberly about the soy issue, about
You said. So my question, Kimberly, if you could just repeat, I loved what you said when she said, I help people get healthy. I help people get off medications. This is what I heard you say. I help people prevent and eliminate disease. And then what was the part about business coaching that she had?
She always says she teaches, trains, and supports health coaches. So she kind of wraps it all up. So regardless of who she's talking to, maybe they don't want to do the health program, but they might be willing to earn some extra money somehow. I mean, she's got stay-at-home moms. The way she kind of just has it out there at the forefront all the time. She's always like, oh, you're a stay-at-home mom. Well, do you want to make any extra money? I'd love to have you come, learn about health coaching. So she just kind of always throws it out there right away. She tells people, what do you do? She says, I'm a health coach. And she has her 3 bullet points with the get people to a healthy weight, get people off medications, reverse and prevent diseases. And then she tells them she teaches, trains, and supports coaches as well, which I thought was great.
Yeah, very good. The other thing that was very obvious is she's very organized and structured, and she's very consistent. And she works through the day. On Mondays, calling all of her clients. But then she's done Monday night. She does not work at night. She doesn't. She goes and has dinner with her family, and she's done. So it frees her up for the rest of the week to work with her trainer health coaches, and then find new business opportunities. So I love her. I've learned a lot from that structure that she creates. So I recommend, I didn't do this at first, and I know a lot of us, but I do recommend 1 day a week you have your clients. It frees you up, and people that you talk to later in the week, they slip through the cracks sometimes, or you're always thinking about it. Before we move off, Kimberly, what you took away from what Dr. Garcia's, the training you went to, how is that going to impact you moving forward with your own business?
Well, I loved her thought on focusing on clients that need the help, and don't let those that don't stay in touch, get to you. Because I've had a couple, I only have a few clients so far, but a couple of them that don't call me back, it's frustrating for me because I can't help them. But, her perspective was just move on. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And I did love her whole Monday call idea. And so I'm trying to implement that, especially with the summer with my kids home, and just trying to get it all done in 1 day. And then I can focus, my extra time, free time on, getting more clients and coming up with some action plans. I also loved the way she always had that forefront, of everyone she meets could be a potential something. And I just love that. And I just, keeping that in the front of our minds, because we may think about that as clients, but not always about coaches. And maybe that's the way to do it. Just have always someone be a potential something, which could help in any direction.
Love it. Yep.
We could all use help in health or finance, right?
Yes, indeed. Great. Thanks, Kimberly. Those were great. I like those. Great job. Thank you. Appreciate you bringing those back for us. They'll be valuable for years to come.
No problem.
So we had a great event at Shine Health and Wellness. And I'd love I'm going to have Nicole next week, I believe, do the difference between the 5 and 1, the 4 and 2, the 3 and 3. She did a great presentation on taking a 150-pound woman and the different things that they were going through, and how each program would benefit them. And so it was great. And so I'm going to have her do it. Everyone was asking for her to tape it. And so I'm going to have her do it next week, and we'll tape it. So we'll have it. So it's something that you can offer to your clients or your coaches. So as coaches using it, it'll really help us. So Jennifer, you were there. It was so fun. I've met you before. I haven't gotten to meet Debbie in person before. What did you take away from, the event at Shine on Sunday?
Same thing. I really loved Nicole's presentation on transitioning from 5 and 1 to 4 and 2 and 3 and 3 and the differences. And she just explained it so well and really got all the information together in one place for, it's really simple for us to help learn and explain how to transition for the clients. I really, really enjoyed her presentation. I actually enjoyed the whole thing, but hers really stood out to me and helped me because I needed more information on that, and it was really helpful.
How will you use that going forward for your own coaching and your own journey? I can't wait. Our next, we're going to hear your story.
I'm sorry.
How does that?
My dogs
You?
are crazy. Oh, it's going to be great. I'm excited for me personally when I get to transition, because I've still got a ways to go. But for me personally, getting in transition, it's going to help me a lot going into that and hearing all this stuff. And because the details on the true transition plan, it's a lot of information, but the nurses support call last week really helped with that. But it was nice to see that there are options. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It was really great how she can simplify all this information out there. And I'm definitely, I've got a client transitioning right now that I'm going to definitely be passing some of the information along to and helping her get through it.
Nice. Thank you, Jennifer. Debbie, it was really cool to see you. Fun to meet you. Are you there, Debbie?
Thank you. Yes, it was good to meet you.
So what did you take away and what?
So you want to hear my takeaway?
I do.
Okay, by far, I think, well, okay, first of all, getting to meet everybody in person was fantastic. And the personalities with what I thought I already knew of people, that was really cool. I really enjoyed meeting everybody, camaraderie. Do you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up, and I
No.
think it's my internet connection. It's hard.
Okay.
Can you talk?
Okay. Well, I'll just talk, and if that doesn't work out, you can shut me up.
No, we got you.
Okay? Okay. All right. So anyway, what I was saying is my number one was that it was so exciting to finally meet everybody. Number two, I absolutely adored what Nicole had to say. I thought I just want to kind of cuddle up with her and listen to her and follow her around because she knows a lot. And I feel like I could learn a lot just being around. Particularly enjoyed hearing some of the stories. I'm going to say the name wrong, but Bill de St-Aubin, or however you said his name, his story was inspiring. His passion, that he loves what he does, everything, it just really, the energy that he had was fantastic. And I feel like what I need is to get an infusion of that kind of energy and be able to carry that through to what I'm doing here. So I was inspired and happy to hear that kind of stuff. I don't remember the man's name, but it was the man that was talking about that he discovered a heart condition or a clogged artery because he was exercising, because of Take Shape for Life. Like all of those things I thought were things that just spoke to how important our program is, live better lives and to also save their lives. You know, it's a wonderful thing. So I think my biggest thing was that I kind of got a reminder how special and important this company is and what a future, we have with what we do.
Very good, Debbie. It's true. It's true. Only more good to come. Good points. Good points. Susan, how about you? You were there. It's great to see you. Can you share something what you took away, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, I love the program with hers also, and I really liked hearing breaking it down from the 5-in-1, the 4-in-2, the 3-in-3, and the vitamins that you need to be taking. So something that, little things you don't really hear about usually, she was encompassing all of that. So I like the detail-oriented part of it so that I could carry that through even with my own journey. So yeah, I thought she did a great job. And actually, yeah, I loved hearing, was it the woman who was she the physiologist? Is that who talked? What was her name? The one who had her master's. Do you know what I'm saying? What was her name?
Kisa.
Kisa.
Oh, I thought she was awesome. I loved hearing her story too. And really, she feels so strong about it too. And I just think that it helps all of us to know that we're all on the same team, you know, that we can pay it forward to everybody. So yeah, I love it's a great program. I love it. So I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, we are too. Yeah, did you love that?
So I got an extra person today.
You have an extra person.
What?
Someone said something, but do you love that? It took
I'm
her
sorry.
6 years. It took her 2 years and Julie Apple, same thing. It took 2 years. She was talking to Dee and just wasn't ready. So it is interesting if we think that we can help somebody add to their life. You never know when someone's going to be ready. So
Yeah, just planting that seed. I think that's the takeaway of that you just never know when they're going to take it and want to run with it.
exactly. And the key is finding really good people. The best people you can find, and just keep in touch.
That's true.
So
Yep.
that's what we got on our team. Best people to find. So it's very, very excited. So we'll see most everybody at convention, and y'all will really be blown away. There's just more great people, more inspiring people, more people like you and me that are just really passionate about creating a difference in people's health and lives. So with that, I will turn it. We'll say goodnight. The recording, I'll record this. The internet connection was my bad. I think mine was unstable. So I hope that everyone got a little bit of something from this tonight. And welcome, Michael, to our team. Thank you, everybody, for being on the call. Thanks, Kimberly, for your insight. And thanks, everybody, for sharing. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks, Susan.
Night.